Welcome to Teachable Moments. This teachable moment comes courtesy of my broken earphones. About 3 months ago, I had my earphones on the bed and I sat on them. When I sat on them, one piece came apart. It didn't break, it just came apart. Something that could have been easily fixed with some glue. But I just put it back together and kept using it. Every so often it would come apart again, and then I'll just put it back together, keep using it. All the while moving up and down with it, doing my daily chores, doing my daily actions. It came apart constantly, I kept putting it back together. Then one day, I was really looking forward to listening to a certain song. I wanted to hear the song on both sides of my ears. Because songs just don't sound good when they're on one side. Yeah, you ever had those YouTube videos where the sound only comes through one ear? It just kills the whole experience. So I wanted to hear the song in both ears. So I put the song on. Then I put the earphones on. I'm realizing now that I'm only hearing it through one ear. So I checked the earphone, put it together. The same ear that kept coming apart wasn't working. So I check it. It's not working. I look at it because it came apart. There are some small wires in it, very small wires, and you can see where they're separated from from other things in there. I am not an electrician, I don't know, but it was separated. Pretty much, the wires became frayed, and it was no more good. So here's the thing: I'm sure an electrician with enough skill could have fixed that earphone. But me? Nope. So pretty much I lost my earphones because they were no more good. What good are earphones when you can only hear in one ear? Seriously, what good are earphones when you can only hear through one ear? But here's the lesson here. I could have easily fixed those earphones the first time with some glue. And I could have still had them to this day. The problem arose very early, and I could have fixed it, but I didn't. So what happened? The problem kept recurring, and eventually, the earphones went bad. They became damaged. And when you think about it, that's a lot like what happens in our lives. You may have a friendship, and one person does something that may offend you, but you don't say anything. Just let it fester and fester until you internalize it so much that you begin to resent that person or you hate that person. Think about your car, for instance. Maybe you hear a song, but you ignore it the first time. Then you ignore it the second time. Then before long, you need a new radiator, or you need a new gasket for your engine, or your CV joints have gone bad because you didn't address it the first time. So that's the lesson here. When problems arise, when things arise, when issues arise, address them immediately, because the longer they fester, the longer they persist, the more damage it can cause in the long run. In fact, I know in management, there are some managers who have this tactic. They call it kill the dogs early. When there's a new employee who seems to be very troublesome, they fire that person very early because they don't want that persistent bad attitude or their persistent dissatisfaction to affect the morale of the other employees. So very quickly they realize that this person needs to go. So I'm saying today, when problems arise, deal with them. Deal with it. Whether it's in your friendship, in your relationships, in your work relationships, with your cars, with your house. When things arise, don't ignore them. Do not ignore problems. It does not end well in the long run. So here is our teachable moment from my earphones. And also, I had to buy new earphones, which made me doubly mad. So I should have fixed them the first time.